So, I don't know how this video is going to go because this is a third string backup quarterback, but let's just see how it goes. Jaxon Dart, you know, the guy that just got drafted to the New York Giants, who already are probably not in the best situation possible. Well, we just added him to the roster, and he is the backup to Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. Yes, this is updated schedules, updated rosters, updated everything. Preseason's not updated, but everything else is updated 100% correct. So it should be interesting to see the career of none other than Jaxon Dart. I don't know how well he's going to do, but hey, Ole Miss quarterback, rookie, 223, 6'2". Let's just see. I'm assuming, so he's on a 4-year rookie contract, right? And they have a 5th-year option, they want it. I'm assuming he's going to end up on another team. So far, we have done Shedeur Sanders, and we did, I'm just going to go right to the playoffs, and we did Cam Ward. And both of those guys, majority of their careers, if not the whole career, played for one team. So I'm kind of curious to see if Jaxon Dart does find his way on another team, or if he doesn't. Now, as always, we do around 15 years of simulations to really see, like, you know, where the player ends up, if they're good or not. So, I think Jaxon Dart's going to go somewhere and become a really successful quarterback. That's my personal opinion. So, Russell Wilson starts off the year. Jaxon Dart does not get any play time, which I think once the Giants slowly dismantle their veteran roster, that's when Jaxon Dart's going to be great. Also, little side note, Abdul Carter, 8 sacks. Let's go, baby. Wait, did he have an interception? He has an interception. He's a left us linebacker. I guess that's not that crazy, but I find that a little insane. Okay, let's go to Super Bowl. Giants also made the playoffs in this franchise series, which I guess that's also something to take into consideration. Is Russell Wilson going to be that guy? But they do lose in the first round to the Bucks, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, you get to the playoffs just to lose. All right, so let's sim. Actually, let's go next week. Let's see who wins the Super Bowl. As always, you know, in this video, it's going to be a little bit of a skipperoonie. Aiden Hutchinson wins MVP. Nice. Because I don't think the Giants are going to move on with Jaxon from their quarterbacks just yet. Now, I'm not controlling anything. I have everything set to auto. So that's the point of this series, is to actually see what happens without me, you know, controlling or at the wheel here. So the Giants are going to take, survey says, who do they take? They took a D tackle, a center, right guard, tight end, left end, right end, and middle linebacker. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's go to next week. Come on. Give me something good, Giants. Hopefully they got rid of Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston. They also got Tommy DeVito, who also has I think he said like a 1-year or 2-year contract. All right. Where are we at? And Jaxon Dart is officially the backup. So they brought back Russell Wilson. Jaxon Dart is officially the backup. Jameis Winston is gone. They got rid of Tommy DeVito. So, I mean, I'm not saying there's a chance, but I'm saying there's a chance, okay? Let's see. If Russell Wilson has an injury, which obviously we never want an injury, but this is a video game, so keep that in mind. It's not real life. If he does get injured, though, the chance that, you know, Jaxon Dart can get some snaps and maybe prove himself. I mean, unless they draft a quarterback, Jaxon Dart might be the next guy on the line to get the job. Which, I'll be honest with you, I really thought we weren't going to see a starting Jaxon Dart till like year 5. Okay, that's what I thought 5 years into this. So if he makes it here. And by the way, Russell Wilson just went 14-3 and got number 1 seed. Oh, this is going to be a long time. All right, well, I don't know why Russell Wilson is so dang good. Maybe it's also the fact that, you know, Tyler Algier is their running back. But, yeah. apparently the Giants. Okay, well, first off, 15 sacks, 13 sacks, 8.5. So Abdul Carter is like really good. They're the 14th ranked offense, and they have the 4th ranked defense. So apparently their defense is really good. So it's not really their offense or Russell Wilson, it's their defense, which, to be honest, is a perfect chance for their defense to have a rookie quarterback to develop. Yeah, their defense is actually really good. All right, that might be why. That might be why, as the Giants are 14-3. So back-to-back playoff campaigns. They play the 11-6 Eagles, and they lose. They lose by 3 points to the 11-6 Eagles. What is up with this franchise series where it's one-and-done teams? Like, every time I take over a team, they go one-and-done in the playoffs. I just want to see a team go to Super Bowl, man. Ravens beat the Packers. Interesting. All right. Is Russell Wilson going to keep playing? Because at some point, Russell Wilson is old enough that he needs to just retire. At some point, Russell Wilson needs to call it quits. So I don't think he's going to forever be the quarterback here. But let's see if... Please do not take a quarterback. Giants, please do not take a quarterback. I mean, it's possible because, obviously, again, Jaxon Dart is a 70 overall, and he's a backup. But they did not take a quarterback. They took a corner D-tackle. Dude, all they're doing is loading up on defense. They have faith that their defense can win the game for them. All right. Let's go to regular season. Come on. Let's make Jaxon Dart the quarterback. Although Russell Wilson is doing so good, man. There isn't a scenario where you move on from Russell Wilson if you're the Giants here. Yep, he's still the quarterback. Jaxon Dart, though. And they also picked up Anthony Brown from the Ravens. Interesting. How old is... Russell Wilson is 38 years old. Okay, so this might be the last season. Potentially, this is the last season of Russell Wilson. Also, is this like, what, the 3rd year? So this is the 3rd year. I predicted Jaxon Dart wouldn't be a starter to year 5. And I think in real life, by the way, he probably won't be a starter to year 5. I think at one point, Brian Dable will probably be fired for the Giants. And they'll probably bring someone else in and then probably see how Jaxon Dart could do. But I don't expect Jaxon Dart to be a starter in real life anytime soon. All right. Ready for greatness. 11-6. And they got the number 1 seed at 11-6. Okay. Number 1 seed at 11-6. That is back-to-back. At this point, like, the Giants, they're going to be going downhill if they get rid of Russell Wilson. You got back-to-back number 1 seeds. Still have yet to win a playoff game. But, I mean, okay. Still have yet to come into the MVP race as well, but can he win a playoff game, please? Because we went to playoffs 3 years in a row here with the Giants, and none of these years... And they lose their first playoff game to the Giants. 3 years. 3 losses. Giants, what are you doing? It's like you suck, but I don't know. They're good enough to get there, but they just can't do the playoffs. And the Cowboys are in the Super Bowl. This is really weird. I don't think the Cowboys could ever get back there. And the Bills kill them. So, wow, interesting. Let's go to the draft. All right, Russell. I think it's time to retire. I think it's time to hang up the boots, put on the chin straps, and, do something else with your life. Because it's Jaxon Dart time, baby. Don't take a quarterback. Don't take a quarterback. Please don't take a quarterback. Jaxon Dart's not that good to take a quarterback. They did not take a quarterback. To take a wide receiver, though. Nice. All right, come on. Russell, please. Do not come back at 39 years old. You lost like 3 playoff games in a row. I mean, you get there, but you don't do anything. Come on, Jaxon Dart, baby. I know it is. 4th year. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, and Jaxon Dart. Why? I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't. I'm not controlling this. I'm not going to put him as a starter. I'm not cheating. We are seeing his career and how it develops. I am not going to go in there and put him as a starter just because we want to see him as a starter. That's not how this works. You know, I mean, sometimes quarterbacks are career backups. So I guess he's going to be that, you know, beautiful career backup. For right now, at least. Please don't make it. He's a career backup forever. They went 11-6 with Dak Prescott at quarterback. I mean, Dak actually had a good season, to be honest. But Dak, So Russell got benched after going 0-3 in the playoffs. Okay. 7th ranked offense. What are they defensively? Best defense in the league. Man, this would be a perfect time to have a rookie quarterback, you know? They won a playoff game. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Eagles. Dak Prescott? They beat the Giants. They're going to be a Super Bowl team. Bengals, Giants, Super Bowl. They beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott won the Super Bowl. Sucks because that's my Bengals, obviously. But they won. I mean, Jaxon Dart has a ring now. Jaxon Dart officially has a ring on his finger. He has more Super Bowls wins than any other team, any other quarterback we have done so far. I mean, he wasn't the starter, but like, he was there. They took a quarterback in the 6th round. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, they did it. They did it. Okay. They actually figured out a way to get a quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Okay, I'm gonna guess Russell retired. Russell retired. Dak is still on the team. Jaxon Dart's a 76. So Jaxon Dart's actually getting a lot better. And he's also scheme fit. But you got to bring back, Dak Prescott after winning a Super Bowl. You got to bring back Dak, okay? You don't just win a Super Bowl and let go of your quarterback. You're not the Baltimore Ravens. And yes, they did that with Trent Dilfer. They won the Super Bowl in 2000 and got rid of Trent Dilfer. But, okay. So far, if Dak gets hurt, knock on wood, means there's a chance that another quarterback could take over. Other quarterback being our boy. What are we now? Year 5? They went 8-9 and missed the playoffs. Okay. Jaxon Dart has yet to get any type of stats. Oh, all the other quarterbacks were starters. Jaxon Dart, what happened? I know what happened. You went to a crappy team. A crappy team with 2 veteran quarterbacks, I guess. So that kind of Bills-Packers. Didn't we already have this one? I feel like Bills-Packers already happened. Oh, Packers won, so. Although the Bills did win a Super Bowl in this video, so. Alright, Dak should retire, theoretically speaking. And if he retires, means we have a chance. Let's go to manage team. Not manage team. Why did I go to manage team? Draft recap. Let's sim the draft first, actually, when I think about it. Alright, sim the draft. And let's go to draft recap. Oh, that sucks so bad. That sucks so bad. They took a quarterback. They took a quarterback in the 1st round. I knew eventually they would. Because, like, eventually you have to. You know, because Dak retired. But you have Jaxon Dart. You have Jaxon Dart, though. He's actually a 76 with star dev. which is not bad. All right, see the starter. Why is Dak? And they got Sam Darnold. They got rid of Jaxon Dart. Jaxon Dart has been freed. Where did Jaxon Dart go is the question. So Jaxon Dart has been freed to leave to go somewhere else. All right, hold up. Why am I not doing quarterbacks? There we go. All right, Jaxon Dart is... He's an Arizona Cardinal. Okay. Well, we're leaving the New York Giants. And we're hopefully going to see our first experience of Jaxon Dart in year 6. 7, I think. All right. He's the backup to Jared Goff. How old is Jared Goff? Maybe. He's 35. I think Russell played till he was like 39. So, all right, let's just roll it. I can't believe this is a thing, boys. This is actually painful. I just want to see Jaxon Dart. Why can't I see Jaxon Dart play? He has put up 0 stats in like 7 years. Like, I know Jordan Love didn't play for the first 5 years of her career, but this is kind of getting ridiculous. At some point, you just got to let the kid play. He's a 76 star dev. Cardinals made the playoffs to Jared Goff. Jaxon Dart is 5 years in the league. Okay, I thought he was 7. I don't know why I thought it was 7. Okay, well, you know, he's still technically young. Wait, 5 years? Okay, he's 5 years. I don't know why. I really don't know why I thought it was 7. This defense is kind of wild, though. 9th ranked offense. What were they defensively? 13th. Just keep in mind, though, I do want to keep this in mind. Jaxon Dart does have a ring on his finger, because they did win the Super Bowl with the Giants. Not as a starter, but as a backup, he won the Super Bowl. And in this video, he lost in the second round of the playoffs after beating the Lions. Lost to Jaden Daniels. All right. Vikings versus Bengals. Both teams have never won a Super Bowl. And this time, the Bengals lost again. I am literally doing a video where the Bengals lose 2 Super Bowls. How is that possible? Every team, the Bills, the Vikings, they're winning Super Bowls when they've never won one in their careers. And I am watching the pain. All right, Jaxon Dart, don't be a cuck anymore. Let's actually be no more Cucky Irving. Let's actually have a chance. All right, they did not take a quarterback. I think we might be able to see a Jackson. If Jared Goff retires at 36, which in Madden, in real life, that's never guaranteed. Or Jared Goff just leaves. They might have signed him to a 1-year deal. Come on. I want to see. Jared Goff is still there. He's also a 78 now. He is slowly upgrading himself without playing a single snap. Jaxon Dart is slowly figuring out a way to become better and better. But still no snaps, still no stats, still no sanctity. Like 8 years in, it's 6 years in. I don't know why I keep inflating the numbers, but oh man. All right. Let's just see how this one goes. I just want to see Jaxon Dart be great. Can I please see Jaxon Dart be great? Maybe he'll suck. I don't know. I just want to see. All right, Jared Goff. Yep. Cool story, bro. That's your defense is actually a little bit worse. 15th ranked offense. What are we defensively? 26th defense. Okay, their defense kind of sucks now. They also went 7-10 and missed the playoffs. So, you know what that means? That means somebody needs to take over at quarterback. You know, our boy. All right, let's go. Eagles won the Super Bowl. Bills won 47-21. Okay. That's not what I expected. 20 minutes exactly in to try to see if Jaxon Dart could be the starting quarterback for a team. Okay, so at this point, Goff is 37 years old. Okay, you missed the playoffs. You went one and done. You won one playoff game the first time. They took a quarterback in the second round. It's not guaranteed a second round quarterback will take over. There's a chance if they don't have Jared Goff, it could be the Dart time. I'm ready for the Dart time. I don't have faith, but I do. All right, no Jared Goff, no Jared Goff. They still got Jared Goff. He's a hidden potential. He's a 78, and Jared Goff's an 80. Jared Goff is now like 38 years old. Jaxon Dart, bro, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Jaxon Dart. He's just trying to be the starter, and everyone is cucking him, bro. Everyone is cucking Jaxon Dart. Nobody wants Jaxon Dart to be the guy. Everyone is just stopping him from hitting his greatness. All right, come on. Let's just hit the goal. Maybe Jared Goff will get hurt. And we can actually see Jaxon Dart. They went 8-9 and missed the playoffs. Okay. Jared Goff was the starter the whole entire season. Okay. At this point, I have to wonder, what contract is Jaxon Dart on? Because when he signed with them, I didn't really think about looking at his contract, right? Because it's like, okay, he's signed with the Cardinals. But, like, he's now been on their team for, like, 3 years. So, like, is he going to be, like, up for a contract very soon? Or so? Oh, he went down in overall. Look at that. Look at that career, baby. Okay, contract. He has 2 years left of his contract. So I'm guessing that's including this year. So next year will be the last year of his contract, I believe. So I think he has 1 year left with the Cardinals. And then maybe he has a chance. And the Saints is... Wow, that was a good Super Bowl. Saints beat the Titans. All right, so they got a second-round quarterback, a former first-round quarterback on their team, and hopefully hopefully the Cardinals decide with 1 year left, they're going to just see what they have in Jaxon Dart and not go with a veteran in free agency. They did not go quarterback in the draft. Boys, Jared Goff would be 39 years old. He does not need to be the quarterback anymore. You can move on from Jared Goff. You have Jaxon Dart, who at this point is now kind of old. But that's beside the point. Okay, I'll just line up. They got rid of him. They got Anthony Richardson and Jared Goff, and then got rid of Jaxon Dart. He had 2 years left. So that means he had 1 year left in his contract. They got rid of him with 1 year left. Okay. He is now on the Seahawks. He is now on the Seahawks. Jaxon Dart, man, please. All right. Please, Seahawks, don't have it. Wait, hang on. Hold up. Let's look at their best players, okay? I don't see a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. They suck at passing. They suck at rushing. That means they're not good at those stats. That means they probably need a quarterback. Okay, first off. Am I looking at this correctly? Adjust lineup, right? What? Why is a 72 overall starting? Okay, I'm not cheating here technically. No, I'm not going to hit adjust lineup. I don't know why a 72 overall is starting over Jaxon Dart, but okay. Hopefully the game fixes that. and put in Jaxon Dart instead. I'm hoping. Because 72 overall should not be starting over a 77. Ay. If anything, Jaxon Dart would be the best quarterback afterwards if he does not start this year for the Seahawks. Seahawks suck, apparently. And let's see what they do. Seahawks, they made the playoffs 11-6. And Bobby was their quarterback the whole year. We finally have a stat line for our boy Jaxon Dart. But Bobby made the playoffs, so he might actually be the guy. Maybe this is why I'm not messing with it, because I'm letting the team decide. 13th in offense. What are they defensively? 17th, okay. So, they did show up. First round in the playoffs, Buccaneers. They won. Second round, Cowboys, they lost. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I feel like, if I would have started Jaxon Dart, they might have not gone that far. So, technically speaking, they actually did really good. Like, that was actually the correct move there, was to start that quarterback. Because they did win a playoff game with him. The Bengals finally win a Super Bowl. Let's go. All right, Jaxon. How old is Jaxon Dart at this point? And also, what's his contract? Jaxon Dart is now 31 years old. 31 years old, baby. And he finally put up a stat line. He finally did that. 1 year contract. $6.96 million. Wow. And also, by the way, this is incorrect. It says drafted in the third round. This is incorrect. I don't know why it says that. I have it corrected in the actual settings, but that's incorrect. All right. He signed a 1 year contract with the Seahawks. That means he's going to be a free agent after this year. That means he's probably going to leave the Seahawks and go somewhere else. And potentially go be a career backup somewhere else. Oh, man. They did not take a quarterback. But I have a feeling they also did not keep a quarterback. It's captain, get rid of a quarterback. All right, let's just see. Regular season. Jaxon Dart, baby. Been waiting 27 minutes for Jaxon Dart to be the quarterback. And I'm still waiting. They got Cam Ward. They got... Oh, this guy's a 79 now. And they got rid of Jaxon Dart. They got Cam Ward. They actually got Cam Ward and got rid of Jaxon Dart. Jaxon Dart is now on the Commanders. Because why not? Why not, bro? Why not? Okay, Washington, where are you? Wait, hold up. Who's their quarterback? Did they have a quarterback? They have Jaden Daniels, who's an 88. Bro, we're never going to see Jaxon Dart, boys. I'm sorry. We're never seeing Jaxon Dart. Unless an injury happens, we're just not going to see him. He is their backup quarterback. And then they have a 64 rookie. I don't know why I did best team available, by the way. I have no idea why I did that. I did that as just forced thing. All right. Come on, Jaxon Dart. You have, what, one completion in your career now? Unless of an injury. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe an injury happens and Jaxon Dart's the starter. Maybe he has a chance to be great. Jaden Daniels. The only problem is Jaden Daniels was also very, very young. So he most likely would be the quarterback for a very long time for the Commanders, as he is in this franchise so far. 5-12. What do I feel like Jaxon Dart played? He did not. At all. Jaden Daniels just sucked. Jaden Daniels is also 32 years old. Interesting. All right. Well, Commanders suck. And Jaxon Dart, I don't know why I clicked on this. Jaxon Dart is still on their team. But for some reason, they went 5-12 and decided not to go with Jaxon Dart. What contract did he sign with the team? He signed just the Giants, Cardinals, Seahawks, Washington. Still puts up 0 stats. He signed a 1-year deal. He signed a 1-year deal. He's going to be off this team after a year. Oh, man. Maybe he'll travel all 32 teams. I don't think he has the time period to do that, to be honest. But, I mean, at this point, he's collecting teams like Pokemon. Hey, Lions won a Super Bowl. Let's go. I'm so proud of them. All right, let's see what the Commanders do with their 5-12 record in Jaden Daniels. All right, come on. Just don't take it. I mean, at this point, you're going to get rid of Jaxon Dart, okay? I know already how this goes. You're going to get rid of Jaxon Dart. Draft recap. You did not take a quarterback, actually. And also Landon, what is his name? Landon Johnson or whatever. That was, the portraits are messed up for the new rookies. All right. Where is Jaxon Dart headed? I know he's not headed back to the Commanders. There's no way they're going to sign him back. There's just no way. Come on. Is he actually on the Commanders still? He's not. All right. Jaxon, where you go? Where are you headed, buddy? Where are you headed? He has a chance to be great. All right. And Jaxon Dart. Did he retire? I feel like he's a free agent or he retired. He's a free agent. 74 overall, 32 years old. All right, we're just going to see if maybe someone signs him throughout the season. And we're just going to see how he does. I hope someone signs him. But at this point, I mean, he's been a career backup forever and ever and ever. What is this season going with? 4-7. Okay, we're 4-7. Who's our quarterback? Jaden Daniels? Dude, Jaden Daniels sucks. In this franchise. In real life, he's so good. But in this franchise, he sucks. Jaxon Dart gets signed. He did not. I make an executive order. Because I don't think he's going to sign anywhere. And I think he's probably just going to retire. We're 4-7. I'm making an executive order. I'm putting in Jaxon Dart. Jaxon, you're going in, buddy. I want you to be great. We got like 5 weeks left. We could make the playoffs. He won. He won his first game. 18 for 28, 191, and an interception. But he won. He's won his first game. Okay. All right. He lost his second game, but he actually played a little bit better. I don't know if this got killed. Okay. Oh, he didn't get an injury. We didn't get him injured, so that's good. Eagles. Okay. Cardinals. Dolphins. He won one game. I mean, I'm happy for him for doing that. 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 180 attempts. It was not the greatest, but I think this team just sucks. I think this team just sucks. Listen, I gave him a shot, okay? I gave him a shot. He won his first game he started. After that, let's see where he goes, though. Maybe that will, like, spark a career movement for him. Like Baker Mayfield was, like, pretty much down in the dumps, and then he had a chance, and people started liking him again. Maybe that's a move that needed to happen. You come in, you actually put up a stat line, you look decent, decently as you can, and a team now gets interested in a 33-year-old Jaxon Dart. I highly doubt it, but man, we're going to do anything we can now at this point. Because Jaxon Dart at this point, he was going to retire, okay? He was going to retire. The video was going to be over. I'm giving you guys an extra little snippet of information here. Let's go to next week. And I'm going to guess he's on free agency again. I don't know. Maybe, though. Maybe that team will think about him. Maybe they'll think like, hey, the Jaxon Dart guy, he didn't look that bad. He's not in free agency. That means he's probably on a team. The Commanders signed him back. Hold up. The Commanders actually gave him a 1-year contract. I signed a 1-year contract last year for the free agency, but they actually gave Jaxon Dart another contract. Nah, we're starting Jaxon Dart again, baby. This is about to be a revived series. Jaxon Dart goes from free agency. Randomly, a mystical force signs him to the roster, and then he gets another contract. I'm actually now, I don't know, man. I think Jaxon Dart could be a Super Bowl champion. This could be a making of a very beautiful comeback career. 13 years doing nothing, and then you do something. Okay. You went 6-11. I'll be honest, that was better than what. Oh, okay, never mind. They benched him. Why did they bench him? They benched him at one point. I don't know. I think he only played one game. That's kind of sucks, man. They just benched him. They said no. Like last year when I did this, the game was like, all right, we're accept it. Now they're like, no, we're not accepting that again. The game's like, we're not going to go with that crap again. I mean, okay, at least he put up stats. 37 minutes in, at least he put up stats. Ravens won the Super Bowl. Okay. Now, he signed a 1-year deal, so I'm going to guess he's a free agent after this year. I don't think they're going to sign him back. They might. Shouldn't say anything's possible. We're now at a point, though, where he might also just retire. What team are we? Cardinals? No, wait. What team are we? Hold up. Oh, the Commanders. I couldn't think of the team. Let's go with retired. Trent McDuffie. Okay. So he's not retired. Not saying he's on a team, but after this after this year, but he's not retired. They did not take a quarterback either. So either they're really focusing on Jaden Daniels, which Jaden Daniels right now, to be honest, again, I would never bench Jaden Daniels if it wasn't for the fact he was sucking real bad. He was really bad. All right, come on. Something good. All right, free agency. I just have a feeling. He is not on that team. He's a 71 overall now. I'm signing him. I don't care at this point. You can bench him. Do whatever you need to do. He is now my quarterback. He went from a 71 to a 74 when I signed him. That's kind of funny. All right. Now, I know what you're going to do, Commanders. You're going to bench him again. I'm not letting you bench him. He didn't get benched, but he did go down in overall. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe he could go 0-17. Oh, he actually did win. I mean, 1-4. I'm starting to think he's not good. But, like, in his defense, he hasn't been able to play. Who's going to be good when they spend the most of their career on the bench? He's 3-6. I thought for a second that he got hurt, and I'm like, I think at this point the Commanders are just hurting him. I think the team might have like did an executive order and actually hurt him, because that would be the only way he would not play in under my system now. I was kind of hoping that he would be really good. 5-12. He put up 29 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, 3,300 yards. This is better than most. This is better than like 5% of starting quarterbacks. I promise you can find a quarterback with a worse stat line than that. So that means he's pretty much a starter. Jaxon Dart is pretty much a starter at this point. Yeah, he went 5-12. But like, that's not the worst like stat line. Rams Bengals Super Bowl again. Last time the Rams won. This time the Rams won. All right, at this point I think he's going to retire, right? He's like 39 years old. He's like 30. He's not 39, but he's like 35. At some point, Jaxon Dart got to call it quits. I'm not saying I want him to, but I'm saying I kind of want him to. I mean, I think he put up a great career. He's not retiring. Low key, I get it. Because there's a mystical force out there who keeps starting you at quarterback. And you don't, even Jaxon Dart doesn't know why. They didn't take a quarterback. Because they already know they have one on the roster. Bro. I love how I'm giving him artificial numbers. And he still sucks. And he still sucks. Alright. Where are you at? I'm going to free agency. I just know it. Jaxon Dart. He's not in free agency. He might have just retired on us. He might have actually just retired, or the Commanders signed him back to a contract. The Commanders know. The Commanders just know at this point. They just are like, you know what, whatever. They gave in. They gave in to just letting me start Jaxon Dart. Oh man. All right. 1-1. 1-2 by the Cowboys. Let's go to the playoffs. Oh, well, you know, this is probably the worst we have done so far. But at the same time, Jaxon Dart did win a Super Bowl, so I don't want to hear it. Out of all the quarterbacks we've done, no one has won a Super Bowl but Jaxon Dart. Was he a starter? No. But it doesn't matter. He still did it. All right, let's just see. 7-10. It's better than last year. Okay, they benched him and put in Jaden Daniels. All right, Jaxon, you're 35 years old, buddy. There's only so many times in your life that a mystical force can make you the starting quarterback. And for some reason, the Commanders are deciding their mystical force needs to avoid you being quarterback. Signed a 1-year deal. I'm sorry to Jaden Daniels' career, but, bro. Like, again, if he was good, I would have never benched him for Jaxon Dart. I probably would have still benched him for Jaxon Dart, but that's beside the point. At some point, Jaxon Dart needs to get a chance, man. I think, honestly, if I didn't... Browns won a Super Bowl. That's crazy. I think if I didn't put in Jaxon Dart as the starter, he would have retired. Like, I honestly, if I didn't put him in as starter here, he would have been out of the league at like 32. Because he would have been a free agent for 1 year, and I think he would have just left the league. So I think I technically kept Jaxon Dart around for that 1 year. We're gonna cheese the system, boys. Hang on. We're gonna cheese this system real fast. And I don't know what this is gonna do, but it's gonna cheese the system. So I'm gonna go off-season free agent bidding and do manual. Okay? There's a reason why. Hear me out. There's a method to my madness. Because I know that this team is not going to sign Jaxon Dart. Because they're going to let him rock that waiver wire. Okay, I'm going to have to do this because he might be a very low overall. Jaxon. Wait, he's on a free agency. What? Where is Jaxon Dart? He didn't retire? I only looked at I looked at the retirements. Hold up. Is he on another year? No. He might have retired. And it just didn't tell me. Maybe because he was a free agent. That's why he didn't tell me. What am I doing? Go to Legacy Board. Quarterbacks. Go to Dart. Where is Jaxon Dart? Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find him here. I don't think I can. I was going to say, I don't think I can put him by user. This is how I usually use to find. Oh, here it is. He retired. What? Why would you retire? You're only 36 years old. And you're 68. You had so much promising. Maybe not. You had so many years, probably not, ahead of you. He just retires out of the blue. That's disappointment. That's actually disappointment. How are you going to retire like that? I wanted another 5-6 years of you, bro. I was going to force you to be the starter of like every team in the league. Until eventually you just broke your own kneecaps to get out of it. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping I'm wrong. And he's still a free agent. And he comes back. Players can come back when they retire. No. Jaxon Dart gone way too soon. Let's take a moment of silence for Jaxon Dart. Some would say he's a Hall of Famer. I'd say, heck no. Some would say he should have never been a first-round pick. I think those people were correct. Some would say he never had a chance. I'd say he shouldn't have gotten a chance. I think he got way too many chances. A career backup who never had the skill to be a starter. God bless my mans. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one. Peace out.